This video has too many parts to put into one video. There's too much stuff to talk about, so instead I'm going to split it up into probably 2 or 3 parts. So this is school on Monday, the 1st of November 2021, part 2. I went to put the book back at the library at the end of the day, and I forgot to check through the window to see if anyone was there, if there was a meeting or a class or anything, because I didn't want to disturb them. Walked in, thought it was empty, until I actually turned around and saw the principal was there having a meeting. I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. No, it's alright, though, because the principal knows who I am. Not because of bad things, because of good things." Um, did you mind if I just put this back? Yeah, go on ahead. I put it back, and that was it. That was actually, it was just surprising. So this is school on Tuesday, the 2nd of November, 2021. So, first thing was media studies, and it went terrible. Give me a second. Okay, sorry, that was my dad. He took a test, and because he's too lazy to set a timer himself, I set it on my phone. I also took a test, I'm negative. But back to media studies. What happened was that we played an ad for L'Oreal, and he had asked a question. And most questions he asks, he likes to get an answer from everyone. So the question was, where do you see luxury in this ad? And I think that all the answers that I had were already said by someone else. So I said, I don't know. I was looking at the paper the whole time, which was partly true. I wasn't looking at the paper the whole time. You know, like I would, right. I don't know about anyone else, but instead of looking at the ad, seeing or hearing something, then writing it down, I was just looking at the paper, waiting to hear something. Because that's just the way I work. That's just like automatic for me. I didn't think, oh, I better keep my eyes down. Because if anything, I would think, oh, I better keep my eyes up. So I said that, and he said, that's not true. You were looking at the screen the whole time, which that's more of a lie than what I said. I spent maybe 4 seconds looking at the screen, and in those 4 seconds, I could not see luxury anywhere. So, once again, where do you see luxury in the ad? I don't know. Yeah, you do. Where does the ad take place? What do you see below the the name L'Oreal? Paris. It takes place in Paris. There's your answer. The question was, where do you see luxury in this ad? And the answer is Paris. And at the time, that seemed to be nothing to do with the question to me. But it was explained to me later. So, hold on, let me think of what's next. On the 26th of August, 2021, I released a video called I Was Right. And it turns out I was wrong, because I said that the worst enemy of year 13 would come from St. Columbanus. And no, it came from the media teacher. And because it came from the media teacher, I am going to call him Mr. Simmons. I would have called him Mr. Fletcher, but I don't want to mix up between Mrs. Fletcher and Mr. Fletcher. I know Mrs. Fletcher is gone, or should be gone, from my sixth form of life, but she's back. she went back on Tuesday. But I'll get into that later. So after media, I went up to McKnight immediately because we had the same class together, and I said I was wrong. I explained it to him. And that was it until mentoring explained the same thing to her. I was getting pretty upset. I was surprisingly, I didn't cry, but I was pretty close. Said that to her. I was talking about how I'm not going to be able to drive because the highway code is crap. It is not hard. It's not easy to understand. It needs to be better. Sorry, just took a drink of my coffee. So, and she said, "Oh yeah, it took me like 3 or 4 tests. You know, I had to retake the exam 3 or 4 times. You're only at the easy part, etc. On Thursday because she realized that it was my birthday on Ganaway. Thursday I'll bring tea and cake and all that. It's only Wednesday, so I don't know what's going to happen. Then after that, we had PD. I was hoping to go to the library because they have some Percy Jackson books there. I haven't read Percy Jackson in a while. I'm looking to get back into it. I want to know if they have the next book. But we weren't there. We had to go to the library because once again they have another bloody speaker. And I think they said that she's going to be here until Christmas. Like, spending, 8 lessons? Or 7 for the Christmas break? 7 lessons talking about this. So 7 lessons out of the library. I'm not going to be back in the library till January. So we're talking about mental health. I was like, okay, first, go to Google Classroom. Yes, we don't have a Google Classroom. Yeah, you do. Okay, give us the code. I gave you the code. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did. No, you didn't. So on and so forth. So finally, I got the code. Got a guy to read it out. But actually, I'm not going to talk about that because it's not really anything to talk about. You know, it's not really. Whatever. So click on this assignment, click on the attachment, click on this button, and you can edit this attachment. This is the 3rd time that a teacher has said this. And you know what? It's not true. You can't all do that. At the start of the pandemic, the media teacher tried to do the same thing. It didn't work, and I said, "Sir, it doesn't work," and he believed me. At the start of year 12 RE, the teacher said the exact same thing, and I said, "Miss, you can't do that," etc. I had the same, me and media teacher had the same problem last year. And now the same thing is happening with this, and we're doing like mental health or something. But that first lesson was just about the word resilience. I was like, "Do you know what resilience is?" Everyone said no. And she was just talking about, she was going for like a hypothetical situation and saying, where has this person shown resilience? We don't know because we don't know the definition. When someone says they don't know the definition of something, you tell them what the definition is before asking them where you can see this. So we went through 3 pages, and despite the fact we went through 3 pages, we're still have the entire book done by Tuesday. So what I'm gonna do is I've emailed the booklet thing to my mum. She has to email that to her work email and then print it off in work. But she's not back in work till Monday. And also Mrs. Fletcher is back. Turns out she is the PD teacher for the other class. But she's the one that said like do all this and that, which were, she was saying to do the stuff that you just can't do,